Hey, what's up? It is Patrick from Magnetic Nerds, and today, talking about this guy. This is my very first diorama. First step I took was to glue together some sheets of XPS foam. After that, I grabbed some knives, sanding blocks, rafts, and just whittled away until I finally had a rocky terrain I was happy with. When working with this foam, you need to prime it and you need to seal it. So my primer and sealant of choice was PVA glue. Or in this case, Mod Podge. The whole thing got a nice thick coat of Mod Podge that helped seal everything in. And I also took the opportunity to glue a few extra boulders in here and there. Off screen, I painted this a basalt gray. I custom mixed a color to give a base. I like the color of basalt. That's what I did here. And now I'm actually weathering this project before I even finished it. You got to start to bring out those earthy, dark dirt tones with some black. And then again, I'll go back later with some brown. Hit all the highlights with just a standard white. Give those rocks a very worn, sun-bleached appearance. The file for the dragon came from Mini Monster Mayhem. You can find them over on my mini factory. The dragon, that's going to be the centerpiece of this whole diorama. I didn't do a whole lot to him. The dragon itself got a high gloss clear coat, and then I went over the feathers with a pearl iridescent paint. Now it's time to really turn this diorama into something that looks like, well, a real landscape. I wanted to give these mountains a more worn, more aged appearance. So inside all the crevices and on all the flat surfaces, I added grass. And then I went over with bushes, larger grass tufts. There really was no method to the madness. I just started laying down diorama supplies until I was happy. One thing you really have to pay attention to while you're doing this is the placement of your stuff. I know I just said that it was kind of random, but the whole time as I was putting on all these different little tufts of grass and this and that, you kind of have to ask yourself, all right, would this actually look good in nature, in real life? You know, you can't put a tree hanging off the side of a boulder. You know, that really doesn't happen that way. So you just need to really pay attention to where you place these things to help it make it look as natural as it possibly can. Mounting the dragon onto my diorama, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. I drilled a little hole, put the dragon in the diorama. Yeah, there was nothing really too special about that. The last little bit of detail as I went through with some red. I needed to get some contrast because I had a heck of a lot of green on this thing. So I needed some contrasting tones to help bring everything out and have everything sing. excited how this turned out. It's something I always wanted to do, and then when we jumped into the world of resin printing, this project moved to the top of the list. I mean, Couture's ears started to bleed because that's all I wanted to do was build some kind of diorama. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I want to build bigger ones, I want to build better ones. So stay tuned because there's definitely gonna be more dioramas in the future for Magnetic Nerds. With that said, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, let us know what we're doing. That helps us out the most with those nasty algorithm gods. And the last thing I have to say is, see you guys in the next video.